And again, this is a very appropriate multi-level marketing company for Jessica to be on the stream debunking, because their car program is the Jeep program. I know. Jessica's
safe out in the woods. I'm in a Jeep, bro, with new tires. Dude, in the Jeep we were in, but the Wrangler would be like, you should go there, and they would be like, yeah.
So this is the Pure Scan situation. The window to your health. We can watch that video later, but how it works: transdermal optic imaging (TOI) starts by capturing images of the subject using any conventional video camera, including those found in a smartphone, laptop, or tablet. Face detection and tracking (TOI) automatically detects and tracks your face, identifying key regions of interest. So they're going to be able to tell you about your heart rate, your breathing, your blood pressure, HRV, cardiac workload, stress, BMI, CVD, diabetes risk. I don't know what y'all think. I know we've got some smarties in the chat. When we first kind of dipped our toes in the Pure Scan, we were like, this seems strange. But
science.
We're just blessed. We are honored to have such an incredible, brilliant medical doctor. And by the way, he is world renowned, you guys. He is sought after. I mean, he's literally had royal families reaching out to him for help. And so we are just truly blessed, Dr. D, to have you as our chief medical officer helping us formulate these products. And so I'm just going to jump right in. We want to know why, after 35 years of doing what you've been doing, you're coming into the last quarter of your career, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to team up with Tony and I and Purvii?
Because you got paid for it? Because you got paid for it, right?
Yeah.
What a chicken nugget move, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Yes, that is my job as the chief scientific advisor. Amy, correct. Cha-ching. We do need a cha-ching sound whenever someone's in it for the money, which is all the time in MLM.
I just wrote that here. Know your numbers. That is so important to know your numbers. High blood pressure is called a silent killer.
Sure.
Half of the people that have diabetes don't know that they have diabetes. People heart disease is still the number one killer in this country today. Every 32 seconds, somebody has a heart attack, and 600,000 people die of heart disease every single year. What are your numbers? This is one of the big things. And look, this is a screening tool, Jenny. And We've said this from the beginning. This is a tool that you use that if you see every day that your blood pressure is a little bit higher than it should be, your blood sugar is a little bit higher than it should be, do something about it. Don't sit on your you-know-what and just say, oh, it's going to get better tomorrow. It isn't. So
how can the app, though, tell you what your blood pressure is? Like, don't you need a blood pressure cuff for that?
Yeah. In order to tell you what your blood sugar numbers are, you need
your prick, right?
Yeah.
It's $40 a month for the app.
You also got a phone for and that would be more accurate.
Yeah, look, I'll show you. Pure Scan app, $39.95. Delivery frequency, 39 every 28 days. You're getting charged for $39.95 to use the proprietary whatever. Knowing your blood pressure is really valuable. Knowing what your resting heart rate is, that's valuable too. Knowing that information's helpful. What do you do with that information? Buy more supplements from Pervy? I mean, what's the solution here? That's cool. He's a medical doctor. Good for you. What is that? Are you using your influence for good things or for bad things / personal profit at the expense of other people losing? That, I've got questions. Yes, you should know your blood pressure. Get a blood pressure cuff. Don't pay for this app. Yes.
This is way beyond that. This uses 15 different measuring points on your face. It then emits a blue light, green light, and a red light. it gets sent through the phone, and artificial intelligence analyzes it, and it sends you back your result. Your heart rate, your respiratory rate, your blood pressure, your heart rate variability, your blood sugar index, cholesterol, triglycerides, BMI.
If this technology was as good as they say it is, why don't hospitals use it? If this is that fast and you can get all these numbers at once, why wouldn't they use it in geriatric care or people who are in psychiatric facilities where they don't want to get something, they don't want people touching them? Or like if it can just scan their face, wouldn't someone have said, wow, this solves a problem? It's dependable and it solves a problem. We're going to use it in places that it's hard to get people's blood pressure and get their resting heart rate and get their oxygen levels and stuff. I don't understand.
How many people did we talk to? And we found the best. And when we saw these parameters, what I said to myself was, this isn't enough. Not everybody knows what systolic blood pressure is. What does that top number mean? What does heart rate variability mean? Okay, so we now have a definition, but what else can we do about that? So that's where we customized this app, where we looked at.
Oh, there it is. They customized the app to feed right into Purvii. So when you say, what can I do about this, my low blood pressure, my high sugar and stuff? Oh, you can take this supplement. You can ingest this supplement. This is, maybe that's not how it works, but it sure seems like that's how it works. Or get your ass to the doctor if you have healthcare. I know some people can't afford it. I know some people are really scared to go. I'm that person that's been scared to go to the doctor before. So I'm not trying to say it's easy because sometimes it's not.
We said, absolutely not. We don't want anything to do with that. This is yours. This is yours to keep. And that's it.
Yeah, so it's only stored on your phone. So if you want to retrieve that data, guys, it comes into your phone. It stores into your phone only. It's not stored on the server. So very, very important. And then last but not least, and I want to switch gears here in just a moment, before we talk about technologies as far as supplements, Dr. D, I know you have formulated hundreds and hundreds of supplements over your 35-year career. What do you...
So does he sell supplements he's actually formulated on his website? Is that what Miss Ma'am is alluding to? Keep your fingers out of your mouth. Take basic supplements to boost your immune system. Zinc, astragalus, echinacea, vitamin C. Tip 3, if you feel something coming on, take these supplements, zinc, astragalus, echinacea, vitamin C. They messed up here. Their copywriter didn't copyright. Their checker didn't check. Jessica would have never have let this happen. Oh
okay. Fucked up. Never.
This is going to actually help you and your loved ones become more aware of what is causing your numbers to be the way they are. And so at the end of the day, that's what we're excited about, you guys. We are looking at this really as a loss leader. This is not a huge moneymaker for our company. I just want you guys to be clear that
we're making $40 a month, but it's, if we have thousands and thousands and thousands of people doing it, but it's not a moneymaker. Okay. It's not a moneymaker yet. I hope it never becomes a moneymaker in general. You know how you can avoid stress? Don't join an MLM.
Culture within a company is what really drives the success. And you know what I said to her? I said, there's one word for our culture, and that's love and family. That's one word. Those are two words, love and family. That really is, and the blessings that we have. So I said, really, our culture is all about our family. And you and me, I feel very much so as a family. So you ask me why?
Does this count as love bombing? Like a preemptive love bombing? You're going to feel super good if you come over here to Pervy.
We're family. So we've been cowards.
Oh, got it. We're, I'm down for that, I guess. Cough, cult, cough. Yeah. We have our...
You know what? I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
And you know what, you guys, I mean, just... I've been in this industry for over 20 years and I've seen the ups and downs. We've seen it all. And, one thing that I've learned over the years is surround yourself with the right people that you trust, people with integrity, people that have opposite strengths that maybe you don't have. And so, Dr. D, you are all that and above for Tony and I. And we just really love your burning desire to help people. We'll go to an event, you guys, and he will literally stay there answering questions for sometimes an hour after the event's over. And you just blow me away with your patience and your desire to help people.
I just keep on counting the pure amounts she accidentally named. Like Dr. D, burning desire, like she's right. boom.
I hope that the rest of the stream is just filled with fun little Easter eggs like that, because that's great.
Knowing what those numbers are, it's again, and I said this at our opening conference on June 24th, is, I'm never going to forget that date. It's like your anniversary date, right? It's like your birth date. It's the day that we all gave birth to this baby, and it's June 24th, and I'll never forget that date. But it's like going down the highway, and the speed limit is 65 miles an hour. Your blood pressure should be, I'm using a number, 120/80. But if you don't know, you know what the speed limit is, but it's not registering on your car. It's a registry. It is a screening tool to tell you where you are in your health and to act and react to it.
Can't you tell where you are with your health, like by going to the doctor if you have healthcare? I mean, if you don't, there's some other options too. You're telling me that I'm going to have to join Pervy, and then I'm going to have to pay the monthly fee for this app, and then I'm also going to have to buy products monthly, and then I'm going to be able to stay healthy. And he's saying do something about it. If I'm using Pervy instead of going to the doctor, what am I going to do when the app tells me something's wrong? Or how are you going to take responsibility if your app doesn't catch something? I don't know.
Because most everyone, even if you ask nurses, if you ask doctors, these are medical people. They know the importance of knowing their blood pressure, knowing their blood sugar. And you know what? 9 or 10 out of 10 of them do not know their numbers on a daily basis. And the reason why I'm excited, personally, I'm passionate, Dr. D, because my older sister, she actually literally suffered from 13 strokes, you guys, in the last few years during COVID, had no idea. And I always wonder, what if she would have had this to know?
Yep. Oh God. So she's saying this is a story that maybe I don't have permission to be sharing on a publicly posted Zoom call. And yet I'm going to share that she had 13 strokes. And what if she could have had access to my product and my multi-level marketing company? She wouldn't have had to suffer. Well, what makes you think that you can just share stories without someone's consent? Maybe she did consent. It is a chicken nugget move to use somebody's story to shill your product.
Huge strokes, so she's still alive. Like,
I mean, I hope so. Maybe she's not.
what got my dad so cool?
Sorry, Jessica. I should have. Okay. And again, you see this in MLMs too. They do these kind of intros where they position the person speaking as somebody who's successful or somebody who's an expert or whatever. They tell you how you're supposed to receive that person. And then, yeah, his credentials check out, but he's not, in my opinion, being an ethical communicator. I don't want to say an unethical doctor because I don't know, but it seems twisty to use your influence this way, in a destructive way, spreading misinformation about science. Pervy and Dr. D, this has to be a fever dream.
Yeah, and in order to tell you what your blood numbers are, you need
Your prick, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what in the Theranos is happening right now? What's up, Jen? Do y'all remember the lady with, you just do one drop of blood or whatever, and like it'll tell you 6 billion things that are wrong with you? Sorry, not 6 billion, but then Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen that documentary, it's wild. It's wild.
There's a lot of folks on here tonight that are new. This is kind of a breakthrough technology. This isn't something that you've seen, right? Mainstream as a medical doctor.
No.
Do you know Elizabeth? No? What? Sorry.
No, I mean, this is not, this is, we are probably about 2 to 3 years ahead of our time with this. There are the crazy watches that people wear, which I don't agree with. I'm sorry. I think that they do.
The watches are harmful now?
More damage than good, quite honestly.
What? So being able to know your heart rate because your watch is going to tell you, being able to know, like, I'm guessing your blood oxygen. I think it does blood oxygen level too. What? Yeah, let's go. Let's go, boss.
EKG, right? Blood.
I don't understand.
Because the hospital want you to stay sick. It's
Theranos. It's Theranos.
There's no money in a healthy society.
Oh my God.
This is completely HIPAA compliant, totally HIPAA compliant. And the only place that the data goes is to you, is to your phone, is to your results. We don't store it. We don't do anything with it. AI doesn't do anything with it. It's that simple. The other thing that I think we need to understand is the whole safety issue, Jenny, when we're doing the scan. Look, I have been very, very outspoken when it comes to carrying a phone on your body, having earbuds in your ears, putting this in your pocket where your heart is or where your breast is, putting it in your back pocket where you're irradiating your entire pelvis. I am very outspoken on that. And I'm also very outspoken on the idea of using a watch. That watch is constantly looking and searching and radiating your arm. What is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years?
The watches have been out for 5 years, right? The Apple Watches have been out for a hot minute. When did the Apple Watches, what year did Apple release their watch? 2015. So it's been almost 10 years. So people allegedly are going to start seeing the devastating effects, or does it have to be 15 years? Is that he's not giving us specific. Okay, if you're wearing the watch, you should start seeing something bad happening within 10 to 15 years. We're coming up on the 10-year mark. I think there could be some negative side effects. Where's the science that shows this is the case? I don't know. Garmin's been Brittany Dawn. Oh, rip. I just don't know. And again, I'm open if the science supports it. I would like you to reference your studies while you're speaking, so it's not just fear funnel or just go to Purvii. Oh my God, Kristen's raging in the chat. This is debunked. I am so annoyed right now.
We have 8 peer-reviewed studies that have looked at the data. It is highly accurate. This data has been published. There are 3 U.S. patents on the technology. So
where's the data? What's the technology? What's the name? Okay. What's the technology called? TOI, maybe this is what it's called. Transdermal imaging copy. Transdermal optical imaging. See, the Zytoscan, it's Young Living uses that. Transdermal optical imaging reveal basal stress via heart rate variability analysis, a novel methodology comparable to electrocardiography. I don't know if this is frontiers in psychology. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone smarter than me. This is probably not right.
He's talking about blood sugar.
Oh, blood sugar. Okay. Blood sugar.
A little bit better than that. So it gives you a very precise number, and we give you a range. We're not giving you a number. We're not giving you an exact number. She
said that the data was super accurate, that you'd be getting a number, and now 19 minutes in, he's like, we're giving you a range. We're not giving you a number. Then what am I paying for?
Boy, it's saying true. Click plus monitors are 15% wrong. Guess what? You have a fucking range.
This lady over there, she's a nurse, and she decided the best use of her time would be opening a multi-level marketing company. So that's fun.
Pervy.
I know, named Pervy. And then he's talking about how loving and everything and how close everybody is at the company and how, warm and friendly everybody is. And I'm like, the bunny ranch. Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. Pervy is what we're calling it. Apparently it's Purvii.
Data, we're analyzing it. We're sending it back to you, and you're using it to improve the quality of your health. End of story.
And you know what's funny? Dr. DeSilva, did we not talk to some other technology companies that said that we could keep all the data and we could actually sell the data? And we're like, absolutely not. We want nothing to do with that. So we didn't want to do that.
That's because your target market wouldn't have bought the app, whatever, done the monthly fee, because their target market are individuals. And I say this gently. Their target market are individuals who are scared about their privacy. They're nervous about the ingredients in their food. They are nervous about vaccines. They're nervous about whatever contaminants in general. They're focused on more the crunchy highway, which is fine if you're that way. Cool. I would say, are all of your fears based in science? If you're going to say I'm scared of this, what does the science say? Oh, the science says something different. So do I need to be scared of it or not? I don't. So you can go through your preconceived notions about something and address your fear with knowledge and learning about stuff. And their client their customer base are worried about all the things that they are trying to say, oh yeah, we've already taken care of it. Oh yeah, the government's not watching you.
You mean their target?
Yes. We didn't really get through the whole video, but I did link the full video in the description if you want to go suffer by yourself. Sometimes suffering together is more fun, which is why I guess people join cults, but stay out of high control groups for the love of sanity. We're gonna keep an eye on them. I wanted y'all to get a feel for their exaggeration, in my opinion, their misrepresentation of science, their app, which is wild in my opinion, and know that they've been around for a year and they're not doing good stuff in my opinion. Sorry to leave y'all in such a uncomfy spot. I know we've handled a bunch of sciencey twistiness this week, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. I'm gonna go feed our floofs, and I want to remind y'all to preserve and promote your emotional well-being. Don't forget to hydrate, eat, take your meds. I don't know. Do you have any advice, Jessica? No.
Go on adventures that scare the shit out of your friends.
I love that. Go on adventures that scare the shit out of your friends. Let's go. I'm here for that. All right, I'm gonna run the outro. Y'all be good and don't join in MLM, and we'll see you later. Toodles.
No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.